Hey, welcome back to Hear Me When I Say. This is Lady T talking all things telecommunicating, and I just want to let you know that I am officially off the clock. And I just got finished doing a wonderful 10-hour shift, 6 a.m. this morning until 4 in the afternoon. And I'm tired. My sister is all the way tired. But what I wanted to talk about today, or right now should I say, is the fact that there was so much buzz in the room the last 2 hours of my shift with the weather that we're anticipating come tomorrow. And I don't know if a lot of people understand that weather and just weather, I'm going to just use weather for right now, but weather and other subject matters of life, we receive those things differently. We respond to them differently. We look at them differently. Sorry, my lips is dry. As you know, I don't do chapped lips. Sorry, lips gotta be popping. Can't have no busted lips out here. Just can't. And so, with that being said, it's not the same for us. So, as much as I'd like to clock out of work right now and just decompress, like, yes, I'm ready to just go home. What am I about to do for the evening? Have fun, relax, unwind, all the things. And, have a good evening. It's not the case. I still have to prepare before I can unwind. And what I mean by that is that here in Carolina, they're calling for a wintry mix. And they're calling for a lot of rain and high winds. In certain parts of Carolina, it's going to get maybe a little snow, maybe a little sleet, depending on how low the temperature is going to get. So in the part of Carolina that I'm in, I think they're calling for temperatures maybe to be around 47 degrees, which is not bad cold-wise, because that means the rain isn't going to freeze. It does mean that there may be a higher call volume of car accidents. So I got to prepare my mind for car accidents, people panicking, screaming, hyperventilating, potentially maybe angry, cussing at people who cut them off or who stopped in front of them without turn signal ons. And it's just getting ready for that attitude that's going to get deflected on me because of the car in front of them. So because they're calling me for help and I have to do my job and I have to ask the 21 questions, they don't want all that. Just get here. Just solve my situation that I didn't cause as quick as possible. I didn't cause the situation either. However, somehow the response to your situation gets deflected on me. And so it's a matter of bracing myself, preparing myself for the possibilities of what can come tomorrow. Tomorrow may not go like that at all. But in any natural human being's mind, they always try to prepare for the worst and hope for the best. And so, with that being said, hear me when I say North Carolina has a lot of trees. So whoever is going to be dispatching for county fire tomorrow, they're going to be getting a lot of calls about trees being down, blocking roadways, possible power outages, power lines are down, maybe sparking, arcing, just those type of calls. Roadways flooding and cars spinning out of control, overturned in ditches and in embankments. And that's, no offense, but it's only 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I got to be back to work at 6 in the morning. That's in the next 14 hours. I don't really want to be like this, getting ready for a long day, because tomorrow's my 12-hour shift. Of all of this going on, I don't. I would like to be able to get off of work and leave work at work. And in addition to the calls I may get from the callers, you're still going to get a lot of calls from your neighboring partners, other police department, sheriff department, highway patrol. Hey, can you go out with this? Can you go out with this? Can you go out with us for that? Go out with us for this. And it's like, okay, drop a call, drop a call, drop a call, drop a call. So even if we're not taking a 911 call, we're still taking additional calls to help our neighboring partners. Those calls are not bad when it comes to getting fussed out or cussed out or anything like that. It's still just the busyness of it and just where's the mental break from it. And I take my walk outside. You guys know me. I like to take my walk outside around the building. That means unless I'm going to dress a certain way with the boots up to my knees to protect me from potential wind blowing the rain around and my umbrella to protect the top of me, I now have to rethink how am I going to do my breaks to just decompress and get outside of the call center. Now, granted, it's going to be a Saturday, so the average human being will be like, oh, I'm off from work. I ain't got to go nowhere. I'm just not going to go grocery shopping. I'm just not going to do laundry. This is just going to be a day at the house for rest. Not for us. When it says bad weather, that means all hands on deck. Everybody anticipate getting called in or staying late or coming in early. So when we hear weather, we don't think break. We don't think an extra day off. We think double time, overtime. And I don't know if anybody really realizes like the toll that takes on us. The job is already this high in stress. Weather can just take it, an extra notch. And that still doesn't count for whatever I have going on in my personal life, what I'm about to go home to, And so I'm just having a moment of reflecting and venting or releasing some wisdom to whoever's willing to listen, because I don't know if you guys are aware of the lifestyle of a dispatcher and the toll that it takes on us. And I'm not complaining at all. It comes with the job. It's just, it doesn't make the job easier, and it still doesn't make me want to come skipping in here, racing extra early to greet these possibilities first thing in the morning either. It's just doing the mental work now to prepare for how much earlier am I going to have to get up, which means that's that much more sleep I'm losing. To think if the inclement weather wasn't there, I might could go home and I could unwind, maybe watch a movie, maybe, go out, have a card night with friends, whatever. And instead, I have to be intentional about what are the right shoes I'm going to wear, what is the right uniform pants I'm going to put on to be comfortable for the rain and for a 12-hour shift. And then possibly I need to go to bed earlier so I can get up earlier to get ready to come do this 12-hour shift. And that takes away from the normal decompressing, relaxing routine of a normal work shift. So with all of that tied together, I could be wrong. I could be all the way wrong about all of the preparations and the mindset and the things that we think about as far as preparing and getting ready for when we as first responders think of inclement weather. So if I'm wrong, if you have anything else that you want to add to it, if you have any advice or on a best way to decompress, prepare, how not to lose out on having a good night off from work and not have to anticipate the nuances of the next work shift before the work shift even gets here, please drop a comment down below. Please. I need you to like, subscribe, and I need you to share this with all the telecommunicators around the world. Because it'd be nice to know if we have 911 call centers in Africa. I don't know, because I've never been over there. I see all of the Discovery Channel parts of Africa, and I see the busy cities of Nigeria and Ghana, but I don't see behind the buildings. So I really don't know what they have. And I don't know the quality of the resources they have. I don't know what India looks like. I don't know what Thailand, Japan, the Ukraine. I don't know what any other area outside of the U.S. looks like. I don't really know what anything past the East Coast looks like. So It would be nice for somebody to definitely enlighten me, educate me, paint a beautiful picture in your world, in your telecommunicator world, as to what you guys deal with, what type of weather calls and weather situations you guys have to prepare for, hurricanes, tornadoes, floods, tsunamis. Oh my gosh, I have no clue what Japan does when tsunamis hits. So, I'm sorry. My mind is going left here because it's just now creating that much more of what do they do. If I'm just talking about high wind and rains, I can only imagine what their call center and their dispatch company looks like. So I am sitting here right now and I am breathing. I'm sitting here with my window down. I do not like the cold. I'm a summer baby for sure. I love the warm weather. But I love fresh air. I would prefer fresh air over circulated air with inside of a building any day. So I'm going to just take a few minutes and enjoy the sun because, as you know, in the wintertime, we lose daylight. So tomorrow, excuse me, I'm coming to work at 6 in the morning. It's going to be dark. By the time I get off at 6, it's going to be dark. And it's going to be raining, which means that takes away all the opportunities of me getting any type of vitamin D in my system and getting any warmth on my face from the sunlight. So I have to prepare to double up on my vitamin D tomorrow. Not even double up, but just be intentional about taking my vitamin D tomorrow. Be intentional about taking my vitamin B for energy because of the gloominess. It tends to make you sleepy. And most call centers, we take calls in the dark with the lights off because it's supposed to help reduce our stress levels while we're taking calls. So it's all the things. It's not only just getting here early. It's not only wearing the proper attire to accommodate a 12-hour to 14-hour sitting shift. It's also eating the right meals and taking the right vitamins and adjusting my sleep to accommodate the moments where the call volumes could be that much more in demand. And that takes a toll on us because if we had family who was anticipating me coming home, ready to do something tonight, I now have to go home and give them the news like, yeah, no, I ain't going to be able to because I got to prepare for tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a day, or it can be an awesome day. Let's speak positive. Today is going to be a smooth day. Everybody's going to stay home, stay off the street, and they're going to let the weather do what the weather does. It's a Saturday. Most people don't have to go to work on a Saturday, so the traffic and all the things should be minimal. If anything, maybe a few power outages. But if people got candles, if people have fireplaces, if people have backup generators, that should minimize some of the calls. Should. May not. So I'm just going to take a few moments and just breathe. I don't see my breath right now, which lets me know it's not that cold. And I'm just going to enjoy this few moments of sunlight while I still have it because it's probably going to get dark within the next hour. By the time I get home, I may be entering dusk that much more. So it's just the life of a dispatcher. Serving our community, one phone call at a time, one conversation at a time, and saving one another and holding each other accountable one prayer at a time. So this is your boo, Lady T, talking all things telecommunicating. Let me know your thoughts. Drop them in the comment below. Please like, subscribe. Please like, subscribe. Please like, subscribe. Why not? We have the most exciting jobs in the world. One of the top most exciting jobs in the world. And these are very needed conversations that need to be had. It'd be nice to know that my call center is not the only call center. It'd be nice to know that I'm not the only dispatcher that thinks these things, feel these things, experiences these things. So if at any point you know somebody who is a dispatcher, just share it with them. And if they could pay it forward, I would appreciate it. Until next time, love you.